Alright YouTube, so today I'm here with my 2001 Dodge Dakota. It's the SLT 4x4 with the automatic transmission, and I'm doing a transmission swap on it. And for all you out there that are looking for a video like I was to kind of guide you along and help you out with this job, I noticed there wasn't a lot of good videos. I don't know how good this one's gonna be, but I'm gonna do my best to give you guys a video that'll help you out. So first, you wanna disconnect the exhaust from the manifolds. On this side, you can see right here, I've disconnected that. This one bolt on the top over here is a pain in the ass because this is in the way. But I found the best way to do it was to come in around like this and use a ratchet on this side with a wrench on this side, because you can't fit a ratchet on the manifold side. Well, I couldn't anyways. It might be different for you with the tools you have, but I used the wrench on this side and the ratchet on that side to hold the nut while I rotated the bolt. But that side was a pain in the ass. And when I came around to the passenger side, it's much easier to get to. It took me about 20 minutes to 30 minutes on the other side, and this side took me about 5 minutes. So yeah. And then also you want to disconnect your O2 sensors. You can, if yours don't plug in, if yours are wired in, which would be shitty, but if they're wired in, you can unbolt them, take them straight out of the catalytic converters, or honestly, you could clip the wires and redo the wiring later, which I honestly, if that was my choice, that's what I would have done. I would have snipped the fucking wire and just spliced it back together later. But it does get pretty hot down there, so you do kind of, guess you might want to avoid that if possible. But yeah, after you do that, you can drop the exhaust down enough to be able to get in here and come back around this other side. And drop down that exhaust enough to where you'll be able to get that transmission past it when you get it down on the jack. Also, I am using a transmission jack, as you can see. A good old man at work I talk to every day, one of our regular customers, Gene. Shout out to Gene for the free jack. But yeah, after that, you want to take this cross member, which I've already taken off over there. It runs from there to here, straight across, and it's got a mount that connects to the differential right where the transmission bolts up, right there. You take that off, unbolt that to get down, to get the cross member down, and then you gotta unmount the mount from the diff. But the transfer case. It's hot out here. I'm really cooking underneath this truck. But yeah, after that, next step I'm going with I already had my front drive shaft off, and that will have to go too. That bolts up here and there. And then after that, you're gonna come back to here, and you're gonna go down to the drive line in the back where it mounts into the rear differential. And then you're gonna disconnect that. It's got 4 15mm bolts to hold it in. You'll need a wrench because a ratchet is gonna back up into the drive line, and you're not gonna be able to get it off all the way. But after that, you're gonna go to where the drive line runs into the transfer case right here, and that's gonna, you can see my finger. I'm filming with my iPhone, which it doesn't zoom out far enough as far as I'm concerned. You think they'd have done a little better on the iPhone 8 Plus, but yeah, I hate the camera on this thing. I really need to get a camera for this stuff. But yeah, this will slide, the spline will slide right out. You can take it right out the back. And then after that, you're gonna come up to the diff. Gosh dang, not the diff. The transfer case, and you're gonna unbolt it from the transmission right here. There are 4 bolts on the bottom. Actually, wait a minute. Sorry folks, I'm having a brain fart right now. Okay. Yeah. This is... What the heck? Okay. No. Okay, you're gonna go in here and you're gonna unbolt the transfer case from here. It looks like there's a total of 6 bolts that go all the way up around, which, gosh damn, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that. I can barely reach the top one up around. Here's my arm up around the top up there. That fucker is far away, and this space is very tight. It looks like it might be a little easier on this side, but yeah, this sucks. I'm not looking forward to this one bit. Yeah, but it's got to be done, so yeah. I'm gonna get back to it, I guess. Son of a bitch, this sucks. I hate fucking working on shit, but I love it at the same time. If it wasn't so hot, I wouldn't be out here today, though. And if I didn't need this gosh damn truck, I fucking certainly wouldn't be out here in this heat. My wife keeps telling me to come inside, but I've got to get this shit out of the way. Alright, well, yeah, no one said it was going to be easy. Actually, one asshole on YouTube said it was going to be easy. He made it look like it was some little 15-minute job, which I thought was really funny. But the only other post on this job I seen on YouTube was a pretty cool guy. He was doing it on a Mitsubishi Raider, which I guess is the same damn pickup. I honestly wouldn't have bought this thing if I'd have known Mitsubishi and Dodge were working hand in hand, because I fucking hate Mitsubishis. They're pieces of shits. I had one of these exact same trucks before. It was a 04, I believe. It was silver. It was the quad or crew cab, whatever you call it, like mine. And I bought it, or I traded some guns for it. It had a blown head gasket and needed a new motor. And yeah, I traded a couple guns for the truck, and then I traded a guitar for the parts car that I got the new motor out of. And it was a good little truck. Fucking, I slapped the motor in and it started right up. No lights, no codes. I mean, it had lights. Didn't have any check engine lights though or anything like that. And it was a runner. But yeah, I've heard bad things about the 4.7s, which is what this had and what my other rig had, and I sold it out of fear of having to do the swap again. But yeah, this is my 01. It's had an engine swap. The chassis has 285,000 miles, but the engine's around 120 right now. Transmission's probably the original, which if it is, it's got a good life out of it, but it's definitely time to go. It's got no reverse now, and it's on its last leg. It's slamming gears and shit. I think the problem is somebody made the mistake of letting the fluid get super, super dirty and then changing it and flushing it, which, I mean, it sounds like the right thing to do when you've got dirty transmission fluid, but if it's got a lot of miles and it's been ran like that really hard with all that bad transmission fluid, the grit and the dirtiness of the fluid actually acts as, it helps the clutch plates, I guess you'd call them, grab. And a lot of the times with transmissions with a lot of miles and really dirty burnt fluid, that's basically usually the only thing keeping them going still, is the friction in the fluid itself from all the, if you've got metal shavings or just the dirt or whatever you'd call it. It's basically a lot of cases it's the only thing holding it together. So if you're ever in that predicament where you have a vehicle with high miles and the transmission's got dirty fluid and it's still shifting okay, it's kind of a gamble whether or not to change it at that point. You're better off, in my opinion, you're better off to just run it, because the same thing happened with this Ford over here. It had a lot of miles, but this truck was taken care of. It had a lot, well, the odometer stopped working at I think 200 and something thousand miles, and that was like 15 to 20 years ago. It was my dad's old truck. And when it was taken into the transmission shop to have it flushed, reverse went out like the next day. So that kind of tells you what the deal is there. But yeah, it's got a new tranny in it now. It runs good, but yeah, I didn't do that transmission job. We had that taken somewhere, but since I know my way around these trucks really well, I'm gonna do this one myself, and I'll be back with more. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this video. I'll probably edit out most of everything I've just said, but yeah,